Oh, we're
I
getting
mean,
all
could be
we're getting all psychological up in here.
I mean, yeah, does anything really exist? That's the real question.
existential.
Welcome to the trick
Well,
of failure.
the real question is, if everything is
we're-
fake
we're
and
doing
gay,
all-
does the state of fake and gay exist?
Yeah. Talk all physiological, Timmy Joe. That
It
gets me
exists
hot.
because it's a double negative. It's so fake it becomes real.
And then it becomes gay, which means
No,
it's a
it was always
self-correcting
gay.
problem.
It was always gay. It was never not gay.
Oh, holy shit. So the channel I found to annoy you guys with tonight, he uploaded a new video 11 hours ago.
Nice. Nice.
Hell yeah.
So, Netflix dropped some good stuff, and I'd like to talk to y'all about it.
I don't believe you. Are you on drugs? Do we need to
No,
send you
no.
do we need to send you to like a rehab facility?
No, no.
Is what they
blink
dropped their
twice.
prices?
Blink twice if we need to call
no.
somebody.
No, it's fine.
So
Okay.
you remember Blood of Zeus, which was a anime about Greek mythology where they mashed up a whole bunch of Greek mythological things together, and it was pretty good.
No.
I did review it on the show, and I said
Did you?
positive things about it.
I recall it. I recall you covering it.
And there's a season 2 that's out on Netflix now. So it starts with an episode of. So you probably don't remember what happened at the end of season 2.
I don't even remember season 1.
So let me refresh Ayrton then. So season 1 is, what if we take the most generic aspects of all of the Greek demigods that are sons of Zeus and make them one character,
Okay.
and then throw like a big magical crisis and the gods being assholes to each other. And that's the anime season.
So Greek mythology essentially.
Yes, actually, it's like a pretty basic primer on Greek mythology, but also it has a story that seems like it could be an actual Greek mythological story. So
Okay.
our main character Heron and his friends are in Olympus, fighting the final battle.
Haram. Wait, is
Haram-
this show
Heron.
is this
Haram.
show Islamophobic?
It's Heron and
Oh.
But you see what Heron and his brother Seraphim, which isn't an appropriate name for a Greek mythological character, but we'll let that slide for right now.
Seraphim, like the biblical creatures.
Angel, yeah.
Okay.
While they're both fighting on different factions in a divine war, Hades says, I'm kind of fucking tired about having to send my wife back up to the surface for a third of the year. And my kids are kind of pissy that they lose their mom for 3 months.
I mean, I also hate sending my woman up for air. So I get it.
And so Hades comes up with a scheme in this whole divine civil war to just steal the ability to be in charge of the gods. And that scheme doesn't go exactly the way Hades planned. So he goes for his plan B.
Are you sure this show isn't called Mission Twink Possible?
No, none of these characters are twinks.
Oh, okay.
So the plan B is he goes to the villain who got punished for being a bad guy and is in Tartarus and getting the Loki punishment, which I thought was a fascinating choice.
Okay. The chained to a rock punishment
and having a snake, drop venom into you.
Oh, okay. We've all been there.
And so Hades says, listen, you want to help me? And he tells Hades to F off 3 times. But then he goes to find his girlfriend, who's in Hades because she got ate by a giant. And he's like, "All right, I'll help you, but only if you let her in and make her forget stuff, because I don't want her to remember any of the stuff that happened."
So from a what's the word I'm looking for? A metaphysical point of view. If you get eaten by a giant and go to Hades, what happens if you get eaten by somebody with a micro penis?
The same thing.
Oh, okay.
Because if you're eaten by somebody, you're not going to be given the proper burial, so you're a wraith. And you're
Oh, okay.
stuck in, like the holding pattern of the land of the dead. It's not a good time. Meanwhile, our hero, Baron, somebody slashed his threads of fate, and the fates are like, "Listen, buddy, somebody kind of fucked up killing you, so it's going to happen. We're kind of unsure as to when or where or how. So you should probably do something about that." I mean, we would tell you how to do something about that, but we didn't do this. We don't know who did. Demeter decides to make a heel turn and use mushrooms to turn everybody into giant mushroom spawning factories to make the gods sick and try to kill them.
Sounds like every fucking hippie I've ever met.
And the season ends with the protagonist saying, "Hey, you know what? Maybe we should try as a family the virtue of forgiveness. We've been doing the opposite, and it's not been working."
Ha! Gay!
And the Greek gods fucked that up. And so Gaia says, "You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to bring back Typhon. That's on all you bitches because you were dumb motherfuckers." And that's the end of season 2. Season 1, they fought the War of the Giants. Season 2, there was a divine dispute over succession. And Zeus had to basically be put in Tartarus until humanity decided whether Zeus could come back as a god or not. And then another giant monster gets summoned for the heroes to fight.
Huh.
It was a good time. It wasn't necessarily as wild or entertaining or evocative of a show, but I would recommend watching it if you have Netflix. I doubt I'm going to be as positive towards the version of Norse mythology that's going to be done by Zack Snyder. I am probably going to shit on that.
I mean, have we been positive
Yeah, I
about
was gonna say,
anything
Zack
Zack Snyder has done?
I'm positive he sucks a lot of cock.
It's true. It's true. And then there is Bond of the Time Patrol, also an animated joint, also by Netflix. It's like an old 80s anime manga kind of thing, but made today. It's about a kid.
Wait, what? Hold up. When did we turn into a fucking anime channel?
Well, look, this week there's just like 2 animes I enjoyed. So I'm well, actually, there's 3 animes I enjoyed, and then there's a live action show that I didn't enjoy.
So after the show, can I not watch gay porn? Like, is that going to be possible?
I mean, yes.
Okay.
But I mean, you're probably still going to do it anyway, so I can't.
I mean, I might. You never know.
So, Bond of the Time Patrol is a classic 80s anime made in the 2020s. It's about a kid who's not a great student, but he's not a bad student. He freaks out because he's studying too much, and he finds a time cop. And he kind of freaks out about it. He goes to tell his friend, and he accidentally murders his friend. But it's okay, because the time cop was there to keep his friend from.
I mean, if I had a coin every time that's happened to me, if I just had a thing every time I went to tell my friend something and they ended up dead.
You wouldn't have any coins, Joe. Is that the punchline?
I mean, yeah, but also just the obvious interconnectivity of those two things. I would tell my friends a thing, and they ended up dead. It's like, really? Why
Oh, well,
are
no.
you
What it
killing
is?
your friends?
Well, so what happened is his friend threw the exam that he got a 0 on out the window accidentally. His friend went to go chase and get it, and he accidentally tripped and fell into his friend and knocked his friend off the balcony and onto the ground, killing him.
Okay, I mean, sounds legit.
But it's okay because the time cop rewinds time so that didn't happen. But she didn't use the magical bullshit device she was supposed to use to make him forget he murdered his friend. And he steals the time vehicle, has some stolen time vehicle shenanigans. Then the other time cops say, hey, listen, we kind of have to erase this kid from the timeline now because that's how time law works. And so the kid causes the time vehicles to crash in dinosaur times. And then they come back to him and say, hey, listen, kid, turns out you're actually going to be important to history. So we can't murder you. So we have to make you a time cop. And they actually show you in the first season how he becomes important in history. I'm going to share this with you. So he's walking around his neighborhood. He accidentally kicks a guy in the head with a rock. The guy chases him. And this leads to him finding a kid who fell down a well. And in the future, that kid who fell down the well gets into medicine and is responsible for saving thousands of people's lives. So thus, a dumb accident made this kid important to history. And then later, as a time agent, he has to do things to repair the flow of history. So I think they were kind of bullshitting him about why he was important to history in the first place. And it's just, your standard stuff with middle school level knowledge of history and kids going around having adventures in time and space. They're time criminals. Time criminals get punished because there's different divisions of the time police that do different things. And it's a good time. It is a good time. Then I saw I think it's called Grim Adaptions. So it's an anime that's has a framing device where it's the Brothers Grimm and their little sister. And they're talking to the little sister about things, and then we do shorts about different twists on your classic Grimm's fairy tales. Like, what if we take the story of Little Red Riding Hood, but instead of it being an actual wolf, it's a guy in a cyberpunk dystopia who is part of a society of men who call themselves wolves because they want to murder people. And what if Little Red Riding Hood is actually the one that's tough enough to murder him back?
Okay.
Or
What's the name of this?
Grim Adaptions, I think it is. It's a new anime. It's very good.
That actually sounds kind of like fairly interesting.
They also have another one. What if Cinderella, but instead of Cinderella's evil stepsisters being evil, what if they had actually been gaslit? And all the people who thought they were evil bitches were gaslit thinking that way by Cinderella.
I mean, that sounds pretty awful, but I'll hear it out.
And also Cinderella talks to a doll. And the doll's kind of supportive of her being.
So she's schizophrenic.
Yes. There's also one with Hansel and Gretel, where Hansel and Gretel are on a space station that are training children to be sent to new planets. But turns out Gretel was actually a schizophrenic ideation made by Hansel to deal with the fact that he was afraid all the time.
Huh. Okay, I actually might watch this. This
Oh,
actually
Jesus
sounds
Christ.
fair. This actually sounds fairly entertaining.
So I like that show. It was pretty fun. Then I watched a show called Botkin. So Botkin is kind of a show about nothing. So it's kind of about a left-wing investigative Irish journalist, kind of, sort of, who, because she's gotten into trouble, because she's
So,
kind of,
wait.
sort of, oh,
So you mean somebody who's vaguely brown? Because those are the only left-wing people in Ireland.
oh no, no, no. She's one of the white. She's not from Ireland. She's an Irish person who moved to London.
Oh,
So an
okay.
American.
So she's a traitor.
Yeah. So she got in trouble with the British government with a little oopsie doopsie with the public secrecy laws, and so she got sent back to Ireland to work with a podcast.
Like a man. Sorry, what?
She got sent back.
I was reminiscing. My bad.
Yeah, she got sent back to Ireland to be forced to work on a true crime podcast. And she thinks true crime podcasts are fake and gay, and that is one of the central themes of the show.
Fair. So I have a bone to pick with this. So I don't know if I ever told you guys any of like my family lore.
Mm-hmm.
So we actually have no immigration records at all from like between 1840 and 1870.
That's largely normal.
Yeah, we can't find all we can find is my great what would it be? Great grandpa was born in Indiana in whatever 1876 or whatever the fuck it was.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the family story, which I lead, I can believe to an extent. The specifics, could be iffy. Is that we were political refugees that were kicked out of Ireland for being extremists.
So it sounds like your family might have been Jacobins.
Possibly. So it's some bullshit that this bitch grew up in fucking London.
No. She grew up in Ireland, went to work in London.
Oh, okay.
And then got in trouble with the British government and had to go back to Ireland.
Okay. That's still bullshit. Like, she was Irish and she, went and worked for the oppressors over in London and just got sent back to Ireland instead of having to flee the UK like my family did. Fuck this cunt. No, she's a bitch.
But hold up.
I don't care.
Hold up. So
no,
they were with an
she can swallow every single snake that St. Patrick chased out of the island.
Hold up. We haven't gotten to the fun part. We can include eels.
Aren't those just like snakes in the water? She can
I mean,
swallow those. She can swallow those.
Kind of.
Right up her fucking cunt.
So anyway, she's forced to work on a true crime podcast about a town called Bodkin, where 3 people died / disappeared during the Samhain festival. And it's a pretentious podcast, and there's a lady who is an up-and-coming journalist person who's been slated to work with them as the researcher because, she's a posh British person who went to work in the media. And
by the way, if you tell a British person that they're posh when they don't think they are, is the funniest thing in the world.
Oh yeah.
What's with everybody wants to deny being posh? Posh is the Londoner equivalent of being bourgeois.
So when I was in Peru, right? We were staying at some hostels. There was a British chick who was in the same room as me and my buddy. And me and her, we got along well because I understand British culture and terminology, and I kind of have some of those things. Like I enjoy a European breakfast of black coffee and a cigarette and stuff like that. And me and her got along pretty well, and we were talking, and I was like, your accent, like, it sounds kind of posh. Are you from like south of London area? And she was like, oh my god, no, I don't sound posh. And I was like, you kind of do. And like throughout the time we were hanging out together, she was telling me about like her upbringing and stuff like that, and she was so embarrassed because she was like, "Oh my god, this is gonna sound like so posh." But like, when I was growing up, we, whatever the fuck, like we had our butler do whatever. I was like, "Yeah, I knew you were from that area."
Mm, 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 mm. So anyway, they go to this small town in County Cork, and there are various Irishy shenanigans. There's a rich tech bro in Ireland whose name is Shitpants. His nickname in the town is.
There's no such thing as a rich tech bro in Ireland. I'm
No,
out.
there are. There are actually. Ireland is one of the most tech places in Europe because of certain
Actually, there
quirks in
are.
Irish tax law.
Right. Yeah. Oh, okay. But like, how many of the people there are actually Irish? Though I feel like it's mostly
Like a
foreigners.
third of them.
In
The
Cork,
other
though.
thing-
Yeah.
Yeah. The other thing is that things like not being corrupt are foreign there.
So the tech bro, whose nickname is Shitpants, he wants to transform this small town from being a schmaltzy Irish place into like an urbane tech place because everybody still makes fun of him for shitting his pants at the school play in the third grade.
Well, if he hadn't shit his pants in the school play in third grade, we wouldn't have this problem.
And he's connected to the people who disappeared. There's a former IRA smuggler who's just turned into a regular smuggler. From somebody
Of course.
who is connected to the people in the conspiracy to grow illegal eels to sell to the Yakuza. And I'm just like going,
Hold up. so the former IRA guy is growing eels to sell to the Yakuza for their weird ass Japanese porn. Is that what
no, it's for food. It's for food.
Sure. Food, quote unquote.
Let's
Because
see.
I would raise eels to sell to the Yakuza for weird ass porn. Like,
I mean, it probably pays good money.
it probably does. Fuck.
And there's a great line for the Irish character, the IRA guy, said like, "We don't know anything about eels. We don't know how eels fuck." And I mean, I don't want to live in a world where we know how eels fuck. Because if we take away all the mystery and poetry of life. But yeah.
What's the name of the show?
It's called Bodkin.
Okay.
And
I'm
here is
gonna look that up.
Larry's long-term plan to kill Ayrton subtly, slowly.
And,
okay, I'm laughing because I know actual Irish people from Ireland, and it's like watching Letterkenny when you're from like
Yeah.
the northern Midwest and you know actual Canadians.
I fucking love
And,
Letterkenny.
And the main character, who's the Irish reporter, turns out as a kid, she lived in rural Ireland and she burned down an orphanage and ran away to Dublin and became a reporter, then ran away to London.
That
So she's
sounds
being
about right.
blackmailed. And their driver is a Romanian orphan who is Irish culturally as you could be, but he talks about how much he loves his Romanian heritage.
So he likes pickpocketing people?
I mean, he wears all the Romania soccer stuff, and he does not get along well with the Irish travelers in the city.
Oh, okay.
But the problem with the show is I really don't care about true crime podcasts. And the fact that they're trying to make fun of true crime podcasts isn't a significant enough piece of the show to make me want to care.
I don't know, the IRA character and kind of like the social political aspect of it sounds pretty on point.
Yeah, no, that stuff,
Actually,
mean,
it sounds
stuff
really
is amusing.
hilarious.
But like the whole subplot, subtext about, man, aren't true crime podcasts kind of scummy?
I
It's
mean,
like, eh?
yeah. I mean, they're kind of gay, but
So, Joe, have
Yep.
you brought anything to the review section of our show today?
Only exhaustion and discontent.
oh, did you
Yes.
watch those clips from Doctor Who and the Space Babies?
No. Thank God.
Oh.
Whatever the fuck's going on with Doctor Who, I'm just gonna pretend it doesn't exist.
Because I watched the Space Babies clip and holy fuck, it it makes me wish that Germany won World War II.
Look. At least they didn't put any of the space babies in the microwave.
That we know of. Yet they might have. Who knows? I don't know. It would have been better if they did.
And
Pardon me.
And in the episode following Space Babies, there's a drag queen who's grooming children as a villain.
Except that's supposed to be the master's new identity, the maestro or some shit.
It's unclear. And I don't want to watch the show to make it clear.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
I know a couple people that are kind of watching it that I'm getting information from.
That's the thing. Is
I saw a clip where the doctor tells the Ruby, whatever her name is, the new companion, says, in all my adventures, there's always a twist in the end. And then they do a musical number where they say there's always a twist at the end.
Oh, I haven't watched the musical number part yet because I don't want to commit Sudoku live on air. So
so what has drained you of your life force, Joe?
People being fake and gay. I am really tired of people being fake and gay. So
anything in specifics?
there's I'm gonna give an example. There's a guy, I follow him. He sometimes says intelligent things, right? Who started bitching and complaining about tieflings in D&D. Now, what is a tiefling? Let us be clear. If you go all the way back to the beginnings of D&D, there was a monster called a Cambion, which is what happens when a chick gets it on with a demon, right?
An incubus.
So
a
Nephilim?
No. These are demons,
Nephilim
not angels.
Yeah, but demons are just fallen angels.
No. Fallen angels are fallen angels. Demons are the pre-existent inhabitants of hell. They are in fact not
in the
fallen
D&D
angels.
Energy.
So there was also one for if a dude stuffed with a succubus called an Alu demon. It really doesn't matter. The point is they were half demonic entities. In D&D 3, because everything was a template, they said, hey, you know what? You want to play one of these? Go right ahead. Right? And then in the most recent D&D, they said, hey, you know what? What if we made one of these a playable race? Now, they had done this before in Planescape. Right?
Where that at least makes some sense.
Right, because you're playing on the planes, whatever. But they said, no, okay, so the idea is in your past, at some far distant point, your folks were part of an evil cult and banged demons, and now you are part demon. But it has been so long from that series of events that the species has bred true, right? Meaning that you have half demons giving birth to half demons. You're half demon. Live with it, right? And the intent in text is just like a half orc or a half elf. You get to deal with a certain measure of human fuckery because
Except
humans
D&D
are
decided they
biased.
didn't want to do that.
Yeah, but this is not about D&D. This is about disingenuous fucking players. Okay? Because on one end of the extremes, you have the mouth-breathing, egg-sucking morons who are like, I want to be a gay, flamboyant, tiefling leather boy. Because they need to get their perversions on everything. See Doctor Who.
I mean,
Okay?
isn't that just reality at that point? Like they're not role playing.
That's what we try to tell them. But on the other end of the spectrum, you have the people like this guy that I follow, who's like, demons or tieflings are half demons. Make your fucking peace with it. They're not good, and they want to play one because monsters shouldn't be player characters. And while I could almost agree, almost, no, I like my half orcs. I like my half elves. I'm open to the idea of a character that is a half demon. I'll go with that. That could be fun. If you like Worf and Spock, then you like half orcs. Shut the fuck up. Right? But no. This person has their diametrical opposition. The other people have their diametrical opposition. And then the person who started the fucking conversation goes, I don't know why you guys get all serious about this. It's not even a thing. It's like, motherfucker, you started it. You started it to cause the fucking drama. You wanted the drama. You needed the drama. You knew the mouth-sucking morons were going to come out of the woodwork to raise hell about it, and you did it anyway because you're fake and you're gay, and I'm tired of it. You may recall, because we had a vigorous argument about it, that I was hanging out with the OSR crowd, right? I am no longer hanging out with the OSR crowd, and the fact of the matter is, the vast majority of people who are halfway decent, like our buddy Wolfgar, have jumped ship. Why? Because it is now the echo chamber I always warned them it was going to turn into. And it is fake, and it is gay.
You mean like when I said in 2019 that Comicsgate was going to turn to a faking gay
Same thing.
suckfest?
Same thing.
You mean every single time there's an internet movement, it all turns into a faking gay suckfest because it's the fucking internet and it's not fucking real life?
Because it's never about the content. It's never about the health of the games or the books or the movies or the music. It's about proving we're right and you're wrong and suck my dick because my mommy won't do it for me.
I mean, their mom will suck my dick for
No, they clearly want their mom to suck their dick. They clearly aspire to have their knob slobbered on by their parents.
Settle down there, Freud. My family barely knows that I do this show.
I mean, I should hope so. It's bad for you.
So, Ayrton,
yeah.
What review content do you have for the review section of our show?
So, I was scrolling through YouTube, kind of bored yesterday. While I get my screen share ready, and for some reason this channel by the name of Redneck Gaming 1998 showed up on my For You page. Let me know when you got that pulled up there, Larry.
Well, hold up. I was wanting to know if you had review content. We got some stories to talk about, like the death of Roger Corman.
Oh, I have some review content with this. Just you wait.
Okay.
Yeah, we gotta pour one out for our boy Roger Corman.
So, Redneck Gaming 1998 currently has 108 subscribers. Quality channel, right? So the video that pulls up is this: how I pack my can of dip. So let me just play this video
What is
real
up,
quick.
guys? Welcome back to Redneck Gaming. Today we're gonna do a tutorial video on how I pack my snuff cans. So I'm gonna use an example.
I'm gonna assume
Can I-
this is a serious thing in the South.
Stoker's
It is.
It
long
is.
cut wintergreen, because that's what I dip. It's uncracked.
Just let's just take this guy's scene in for a second. One,
He looks
he's-
like somebody who dips.
he's got a whiteboard here with some undecipherable text here on it. His window is fully open, entirely backlighting and washing him out. He's got an American flag because of course he does. And then he's got this whatever's going on right here.
Which thing are we talking about going on right here?
Just right here over in
His
the
messy desk.
it's yeah, I don't even know. I don't even know what to call this. Oh, and also the light coming through is a Palmia flag. Just washing through. Like, anyways, so we'll continue. Again, in case if you guys ever wanted to know how to pack your dip can.
Except for right there. I did crack it a little bit, so that way it's easier to crack on camera. Let's go ahead and put a dip in. There's two different ways to pack for me. You can go top, or how I do it normally. Side pack.
I mean, this is a very
I'll pack
accurate
mine.
video.
So this is just gonna be a
It's-
little short.
This is very
I'm gonna upload it
educational.
as a little short video.
Yep.
Bam! I got it dipping. That's how I do mine. So
So
Let me ask you, young
So-
man, who gives a shit?
so that's what I was greeted to, right? That was my introduction to this man. So
Okay.
I go to his channel because that was amazing. It was the best video I've ever seen on YouTube. And I start scrolling. And what do I see? I see this an update video where he doesn't even get the thumbnail right. Like he doesn't edit in like what he wants as the thumbnail. So it's him adjusting the camera at the beginning of the video.
I mean, what if that's what he wants for his thumbnail?
It might be. You never know. And then it goes to 3 videos of him at a country concert where he films it in portrait on his cell phone and turns the camera sideways, but the phone doesn't flip. So then the video of the concert is sideways. And then I keep scrolling and we get to this review of Longhorn Fine Cut Wintergreen.
Can you play that?
And my thoughts and
what
opinions
is
on
up,
Levi
guys?
Garrett's
Welcome
stuff.
back to Redneck Gaming. We're gonna be doing a video this time instead of a live. We're gonna actually talk something about. We're gonna talk about
And let's just point out, he made this video in StreamYards, as you can see right here.
Mhm.
And then
We
he
see the duck.
has, and then
The
he has
Gadsden flag.
a
the,
Palmia flag and an American flag. One of these things is not like the other.
Well, that's not actually just a straight American flag, if you notice. What's on the Stars and Stripes there, Aaron?
I don't. I mean, his chair is there.
Oh, yeah, that is his chair. Never mind. I thought there was something else.
Okay, But yeah,
That is not a comfortable computer chair.
He's sitting in a dining room chair while he has a computer chair right over here. And again, one of these flags is not like the other. This guy never watched Sesame Street. So let's watch him review Longhorn Fine Cut Wintergreen Chewing Tobacco.
But you know what my normal everyday dip is. Stoker's long cut wintergreen. We are not going to be doing Stoker's in this video. Sorry, guys. Yes, I know. Hair update. She's getting long. See? Yep, she's getting long. Yep. Yep.
Homeboy's hairline naturally makes a mullet.
I mean,
Like he's so redneck, his hair just does that.
he's aiming for a good role in Joe Dirt 3.
But I'm letting
That's what-
it grow out until winter's over. But what are we doing today? As you can tell by the title, we are going to be doing something special. Something that I don't think I did. I'm not. Correct me if I'm wrong. If I did, go look on my old channel because I do not use that channel no more.
So he
Young man,
Yes.
you're talking to a
Yes.
camera. We can't talk back to you, you dumb fuck.
he has 9 videos and he says I'm gonna do something and I don't know if I've done it already. And he has 9 videos on his channel.
Anymore. I use this channel now. So let's go ahead and get into it. So what are we reviewing today, Redneck? What
I
are
don't know. Why
Yeah,
don't you
what
get
are
around to
we?
fucking telling me,
we are gonna
dipshit?
be reviewing
Yee.
Oh man.
we are going to be reviewing a Longhorn Fine Cut Wintergreen.
What were you struggling there with, genius?
Fucking dip. Besides peach, and
It took him a second to read it.
it don't make me sick.
You had to wait for the neuron to fire?
Really pack it.
Yeah.
Because as you can tell, she's finer. She's fine cut, all right. I think we're not even gonna keep it in that long. I'm gonna have it in there long enough to do the details on it. That's it. Then after that, I'm taking it out and I'm putting good old Bobby Stoker in.
So in case you were curious
Himself.
about getting into chewing tobacco,
So it's
here's
gotta-
your
gotta
sword.
I
be
mean,
brother
I'm not,
too. Let's
and
go
now I'm
back
pretty
one.
sure I'm not
Go for
into
the back
fetal
one
alcohol
with me.
syndrome
Cheers.
either.
This is his little lipper. Now we got that in, we'll let it soak. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of Timberwolf Fine Cut Wintergreen.
What is this fine cut wintergreen chewing tobacco remind me of? Another fine cut wintergreen chewing tobacco made by the same fucking company.
Because it's not as fine as most fine cuts. Because I can show you. Same
It's
cut.
not as fine as the other
Timberwolf
fine
Cut
cut
Wintergreen.
that I have finally seen.
I'm not too sure. But actually, we're going to get an opinion from somebody that actually likes fine cut wintergreen.
Oh, he might. Is he bringing on a guest? I didn't watch this one yet. Please bring on a guest. Please bring on your mother. please. I will masturbate so hard if he brings on his mom to review this.
Could you not do it on the show?
Oh no, I'm gonna do it on the show.
But that's going to be a
Oh,
Rumble
God.
exclusive stream.
Hold on, I'm waiting for him to text. But I don't know if he's gonna be watching this video or not.
So he texts somebody and was like, "Yo, do you like the Longhorn Fine Cut Wintergreen?" He didn't even have the guy in the room to review it with him.
This is some
So-
Neil Breen levels of YouTube production.
So hold on. So this is what I get, right? And then he has a couple other chewing tobacco reviews. He has this one video game video right here. And I'm like, what the fuck was this? And then I remembered YouTube decided to divide everything out. And all of his live streams are truck driving simulator live stream.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
So
Really?
so hold up. Is he secretly German?
I have no idea.
I
But
mean,
he-
it's in Germany, truck driving and more importantly, forklift driving simulators are some of the most popular video games.
Oh, there's a farming simulator. American truck simulator, random loads to different places. That's what I told your mother. And yeah, so I scrolled through and it is all farming and truck driving simulators. Is what this guy does. It is so it is so fucking great.
See, if he,
So
if he
this guy plays truck driving simulators and reviews chewing tobacco. That is this man's content on YouTube.
So here's a question, Aaron. Does he get more views than we do?
He gets about the same outside of how I pack my can of dip, which I think is his highest viewed video.
Wow.
I didn't even notice that before. His highest viewed video is how to pack a can of dip. So out of 370 views, I'm pretty sure like 8 of them are me. Like and then he just released general snuff review, getting stuff off my
What is up,
chest.
guys? Redneck Gaming here. I'm gonna do a video real quick explaining shit. So first off, we're gonna get us a dip. What am I review? Actually, it's gonna be a video slash dip review. And what am I gonna be reviewing? General Snooze by Swedish Match, which is the wintergreen. 24 for Swedish Snooze.
And it's pronounced snus, but
So it's gonna pop one in.
I mean, it's not pronounced that way in Alabama or Arkansas, whichever place he's in.
We will.
like I had no idea the Whitaker family
First
could
off-
stream on YouTube.
There will be no more shout outs unless somebody in the comments asks me for one. Because
I'm not going to shout anyone out unless they ask.
I'm tired of the shit. People not asking for shout outs. So
Okay, so you guys might not know. So General Snus, right, is a very fine tobacco product that comes in a pouch, and you put it in your lip like this gentleman has done. The thing with Snus is, and the reason it's so popular in Sweden and really a lot of Europe, is actually you don't have to spit snus because it's so fine and it comes like in a pouch instead of just like raw tobacco. You can just swallow it and it won't like make you sick. So just for context.
There's that. And people want to say, come say it to my face. You come say it to my fucking face. Okay?
Dude, what do you
I've
do?
been
Take
doing
off
my
your
own
top
thing
and start asking your stream to fight
on
you?
YouTube. But I've been trying to get
Fucking
up
mouth
my channel,
breather.
grow my channel. So, and for the person saying my flag's upside down, no, it the fuck ain't. Because that's the right way you hang an American flag. It stars, then the stripes. Because I know.
Dude, you don't start drinking until after you start the stream.
Keep it up. Because I can easily take that American flag down and bring in a flag that I can really piss people off with.
Oh, you mean your daddy's Confederate flag? That one?
And I ain't afraid to do it. Now back to the review. Now since I got those things off my chest.
Okay, I'm gonna comment.
I am, like I was saying,
Your
I'm
flag is upside down.
General Snooze. There's 24. And there's 24 portions there is, to be exact.
Look, the sad fact of the matter is, some people on the internet is impossible not to mock.
It looks like. There's the top. And it also has one of them things you can put your things in, which I don't use. I don't care. And another thing, for those saying I need to clean my room, I'll get to it eventually. Right now, I've been busy doing stuff. So, and now, here's what they look like. That's what they look like. I bought a can of it yesterday morning. I also bought a can of my everyday. So yeah. So flavor's not bad, but you don't get much off of
Whoa,
it.
whoa, whoa. Did he just say
Just
slavery is not bad?
Flavor. The flavor is not
yeah,
bad.
flavor.
Oh, flavor. Okay, I'm sorry. I was losing the beat there for a minute.
You were just so ingrained to what this gentleman was talking about that you missed what he actually said.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't really care for it. I'll stick to my long cut. I will. So I ain't gonna rate it because I don't care for it. I got it. That way it's easy to hide from yesterday because I wasn't home all day yesterday. So yeah, I figured I'd come on here and post a video real quick on what's my uploads, what I've been up to. So I'll talk to y'all later.
And that's what I've been watching. Is this guy just reviewed chewing tobacco and film concerts the wrong way. So they're sideways.
Hey, church, church, you should get in here because I see you commenting on this video. And Aaron made my soul leave my body as well during this presentation.
We need the wise guiding hand of church to make this all make sense. I am not country enough for this. I am too northerner.
So if you could pull up the Roger Corman content, so we can start washing that out of our mouths because that was awful.
No, this dude's amazing. This is my new favorite content creator on YouTube. What are you talking about?
You have led a horrifying life, Aaron. Little Shop of Horrors director and Oscar winner Roger Corman, dead at 98. He was generous, open-hearted, and kind, and he was actually working on a reboot of Little Shop of Horrors.
Oh, was he?
So we may be getting a bigger horror now because someone else will take over.
Well, I hope somebody else could fill his niche.
So, Aaron, what do you know?
All right, Larry, you can go ahead and put it up on screen.
So what do you know about Roger Corman, Aaron?
All I know is he made that Fantastic Four movie as a money laundering scheme.
Well, I mean, it was an Italian money laundering scheme.
Yeah, it wasn't his money laundering scheme.
It was some Italians.
Yeah,
I just said as a money laundering scheme.
No, I get it. I'm just saying, like, he was not party to that.
This director, Roger Corman, helped mentor such directors as Martin Scorsese, James Cameron, Francis Ford Coppola. He also helped actors like Jack Nicholson, Bruce Dern, Peter Fonda get their start. He also gave Ron Howard his first start as a director, Dennis Hopper, etc., etc., etc. He also, with a little man you might have heard of called Vincent Price, did some of the best Edgar Allan Poe movies and some of the best H.P. Lovecraft movies that were made.
Oh yeah, he made The Raven that had Nicholson and Boris Karloff before Boris Karloff died.
Yeah, and he was just a great director and a great producer. He once famously was given the script for what would later become Waterworld, and he threw it at the person who gave it to him and said, "Don't you know it cost me $7 million to make this movie?" And Waterworld famously ended up costing way more than $7 million. And had Roger Corman made it for $7 million, that movie would have made money. And Roger Corman never lost money on a movie production.
Except Fantastic Four.
No, he made money on that one too.
Oh, did he?
Because they paid him to keep the movie in the can, so he didn't distribute the movie.
Okay.
So like, here's the secret to Roger Corman.
I think that's the only thing I know that I've seen by him is that Fantastic Four movie.
So here's the thing: Roger Corman is famous for being like the Lord of Schlock, okay? But he never made a movie he didn't care about. He never made a movie over budget, right? I mean, not like pronouncedly, I suppose. The man knew how to work. He understood the job that is film, and he treated it like a one, and he was amazing.
He helped James Cameron learn how to make movies, and he made The Terminator. And Roger Corman famously said to him, "James, that was amazing. How did you do it?" He said, "Roger, it's simple. I did everything you used to do, but I actually had money to make a movie with."
Budget.
Wait. So we can blame all of James Cameron on this nigga?
Yeah, because James Cameron got his start being one of Roger Corman's directors for special effects.
Ah, okay. So I kind of hate Roger Corman then because, James Cameron is all his fault.
No. James
no, you
Cameron
have
has
to think
made
about it
many
this
good
way.
movies.
Name,
You gotta think
name
about it this way. Roger-
what's one good
Roger-
movie he's made?
Terminator 1, Terminator 2, Alien 2. The first and second Avatar movies were both actually very good.
No, they weren't.
They
No,
were
they
good,
weren't.
excuse me.
No,
From a film structural standpoint, they were good. The actual stories were garbage. But the stories
Well,
were
yeah,
only
because he
there
had
as a
done them before.
vehicle.
It was called Dances with Wolves, and it was okay.
It was all to showcase his technology, which is the thing that James Corman did. It helped him learn that movie technology and advancements are a key way to make money. And James Cameron hasn't really lost money making movies either. And Ron Howard hasn't really lost money to speak of. He's just a good movie director, good movie producer, and he died at the ripe old age of 98, still working. An absolute
Look,
legend.
Roger Corman made. Roger Corman even kept making movies when people weren't looking for him to make movies. Okay, I shit you not. He made a pair of softcore pornographic superhero films called Black Scorpion that are fucking amazing.
by the way, Larry, Church says he's here,
He's here. I see him.
which I don't know why he's not just in the show because he can do that.
Maybe
But-
he's like
I can't on my phone.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Papa Church, we missed you, especially last week when we were doing the whole Kendrick Lamar and Drake thing.
I've actually gained an appreciation for Kendrick Lamar's lyricism, but don't try to distract me with something I enjoy after that tragedy that I just fucking walked in on. What the fuck was that, Aaron? I'm cutting your internet off tomorrow.
dude,
I'm getting you an all-flip phone. You're done. It's over.
dude,
No more fucking YouTube for you. You find the most horrible shit.
dude, I don't know why this guy was on my home screen. My home
Because you watch trash. Because you watch trash.
Speaking of watching trash, we do have a new cooking video from Truly Imagination Entertainment called "The Cake Is a Lie." Food with Fee, episode 15.
I don't know if I alluded to it on the show or not, but the audience may know that I just returned from sunny Florida to from visiting the House of Mouse with the Churchlings and Church Wife.
Was it indeed the most magical place on Earth?
It was the most expensive place on Earth.
It's magical how much everything fucking costs there.
Sounds legit.
It is. It is. You know how many $4 bottles of water I bought?
Way too many.
All of them. Every bottle of water Disney had was $4 or $5, and I bought them. You know how many $20 pepperoni pizzas I bought?
You mean $20 slices of
All of
pepperoni
them.
pizza?
No. It's $12 slices, or you can get the whole pizza for $23.
Now, how many $17 drinks did you get at Epcot?
5. But they sell pints of liquor at the resort for $17 too. Now, the reason I bring this up, not to lament on my vacation because that's personal and fuck y'all. No, I met an interesting individual who I believe is Boogie 2988. Stepped out of a parallel universe where he was actually happy. It looked exactly like Boogie right after the weight loss.
Okay.
You guys remember that?
Yeah. And like when he got his teeth fixed
When
and all that shit.
Yeah, when he was a little bit healthy.
Yeah.
And it looked exactly like that guy. And he was happy. He had a family. His family loved him. He smoked Marlboro Reds. He was on a cheese farm in Wisconsin.
You know,
That's exactly what Boogie would do if he was successful.
Wait, yeah, like I could totally see Boogie on a cheese farm in Wisconsin.
Right? But it even sounded like fucking Boogie. It was bizarre. Like, he sat down next to me, and I had to stop myself from saying, "Are you related to Boogie 2988?"
wait, Francis?
Right? But yeah, no. I did learn some things about the House of Mouse, and Larry, having been there and being a resident of the America's penis,
We
which is
prefer
what
the
I'm
term
calling
the
Florida
free.
now.
We prefer the term the free state of Florida. Thank you.
It's America's penis.
America's penis.
I mean, Church, were you there when the protesters were trying to keep you inside the Disney World complex?
I don't know. Disney's so large, you never would have noticed them.
They had protesters blocking the exit into and out of Disney World, but they were arrested.
No, but I did learn some things about the House of Mouse. So if you stay on resort,
did you get arrested and thrown into the secret underground Disney jail?
No, but I did wrestle an alligator.
Well, hold up, Ayrton. There's no secret underground Disney jail. There is, however, an underground Disney tour that you can go on.
Well,
Yes,
now there is, because it all came out.
But anyway, if you stay on resort, they have a travel system where you don't ever have to get back in your car to get in between the parks, right? So they have a Skyline, they have a bus system, and they even have a partnership with Lyft where they have special wrapped vans that look like Minnie Mouse that you can order to take you to parks. Now, the bus system is a wonderful thing because within 20 minutes of waking up, you can be in a park. However, when you try to leave said park, you will watch 3 buses go to other parks for everyone to take you back to your hotel, which is all you really want. Because Disney will take you places to spend money before they will take you back to your sleeping quarters.
Well, yeah, naturally. That's the only way they make money these days.
You know how much a banana is at Disney World? A single banana.
$8.35.
It's about $3,
okay.
Which is double the price of a bushel of bananas at a grocery store.
Yeah, but they're mouse bananas.
They had merchandise that you see at Target, and back I think Sears was the one before Target got it. They used to have the little Disney section. Am I correct in that?
That is correct.
Okay, so you would see merchandise at Sears and Target, this Disney merchandise. And you're like, okay, it is a little pricey for what it is at those places, but it's not outlandish. And sometimes they have it on sale. So my wife had picked out a cup with a Grogu theme when The Mandalorian was still hot, right? I bought it for her because she has a penchant for insulated cups. $8 on sale. The same cup was available at the resort gift shop for $35.
That sounds about right.
A T-shirt would run you anywhere from $35 to $50. A T-shirt.
But was it a very good T-shirt?
I actually have to say the sizing of the T-shirts that I personally purchased, they were bigger than your average T-shirt. So if you get a 3 or 4X, you're getting a 3 or 4X, not just a slightly bigger 2X. Let's see, what else? Anything else stand out? Oh yeah, for anybody who's planning on going to Disney World, here's what I suggest: plot your course. Plot your course so that you ride through Daytona Beach first. stop at the Buc-ee's. Okay,
Well,
get
you
yourself
always have to stop at Buc-ee's. You gotta get those beef
right.
wings.
Get yourself a triple meat sandwich. Right. Stand outside of the Buc-ee's and enjoy this sandwich. Like really, just enjoy this. Maybe go buy a second one. Then continue on your course all the way to the sign that says "Welcome to Disney World" in sunny Florida. There's a lake at that sign, if I'm not mistaken. Correct, Larry?
Mm-hmm.
Pull over to the side of the road, get out of your vehicle, take your wallet out of your pocket, and throw it in the lake, and then just drive home.
I thought you were gonna say pull over and drown yourself in the lake, and then
No. You get the same experience. Oh, and stand out in the sun for the next 5 days.
That is
Gradually
very accurate
moving,
representation.
Gradually moving a quarter inch closer to your car every 20 or so minutes. Because Disney is the place you go to spend $1,000 to wait in line for a week.
Serious
No,
question, Church. How
okay.
sunburned are you?
Huh? How what?
How sunburned are you?
Oh, I don't burn. I'm
How
Native
sunburned?
American.
How cooked? Ah.
No, I don't burn. I'm Native American.
No, I get that.
No, seriously though,
I am Irish. I cook.
He broils, Rune. He doesn't.
Yeah,
burn.
now if I get pulled over in between now and the next month, I'm fucked. But
you should have gone in February, Church.
no, seriously though, it was a good time. I got to spend a week not thinking about work with my family. Disney's not meant for kids, though. Disney is not a place for children. It is a place for adults who want to be children.
Yeah.
Because
how much cringe did you see there?
you know, not a lot actually. Like,
Really?
believe it or not, the people there were some of the nicest, most honest people. Like, I think it's something that they pump into the air around Disney. Maybe it's pure oxygen. Everybody's just fucked up on oxygen while they're there.
Or it's kind of mean.
Okay, so I left a bag. We went to Hollywood Studios on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And I left my backpack that I had been carrying around to carry everyone's stuff in and bottles of water and stuff. I left my backpack sitting beside a bench near a ride that we had gone on and forgot it. I didn't realize for about 20 minutes that I had forgotten this bag. I went back to where that bag was and it was still there. No one had molested it. Everyone just left their shit. And I figured it out on the last day that we were there why that is. It's because no one can carry the shit they would steal from you and their stuff because they're so tired and so sore carrying their own shit that they have no interest in your shit. But seriously.
So what you're saying is Germany's World War II exercise plan has some merit to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no, seriously though, I had a great time with my family. My kids really loved the hotel. We were at the Art of Animation studio, and we stayed in the Nemos.
Did you do the full princess experience with your daughters?
As much as we could. It was so hot that by the time 3 o'clock rolled around, most of them had gone away.
So you didn't have a reservation booked?
No. We didn't do the breakfast or anything. If we ever go back, I think the secret is if you want to hit the princess circuit, you actually go to Epcot.
Mm-hmm.
Because they have princesses meet and greets at all of their respective countries in Epcot. You get signatures and all that bullshit. But no, it was a great time. I really enjoyed it. Like I said, I've never had the opportunity to take a full week off to just spend with my family and not have to go to work or something like that. So that was different. The only thing that I would really change about it was the 90-degree weather 90+ degree weather, 98 on the hottest day.
I mean, church,
Plus
you were
the
only in
humidity.
church. You were only in summer junior. You weren't in real summer.
That's
I know.
true.
I know. I was talking to some of the people that work there, and they say it gets up into the 90s in November here.
Not that often, but it can.
So, but like I said, it was when everybody's schedule could line up and we could all take the time off to go. It was a fun experience. It's going to be really heartbreaking for my children to realize they can't have pizza for dinner every night back home.
Now, did you chew Longhorn Fine Cut Wintergreen while you were there?
I did not.
Based on the recommendation of
Although-
Redneck Gaming 1998.
At the resort, they sold cigarettes.
Really?
Yes, yes. You wouldn't think so, but if you pay real close attention, they have a small sign at their registers that say the tobacco sale and taxation, or the tobacco sale to person under the age of 21 is illegal. You will be ID, blah, blah, blah. And I was thinking on it, and we ran out of cigarettes about a day before we left. And I was like, oh God, this is going to be, they're going to charge me $30 for a pack of cigarettes. And I walked up and I asked, I said, you guys sell cigarettes here? I said, yeah, at any register. I was like, for real? And they have a drawer where you can get Marlboro Reds, Marlboro Menthols, Newports, or Virginia Slims.
that
So did
sounds
you rock
about
the
right.
menthols, church?
I bought Newports.
Of course you bought Newports.
$10 a pack in Florida
Yeah.
at Disney.
At Disney, it's $10 a pack.
But I expected it to be a lot more. I expected to pay like $18, $30. Like, I wasn't joking. I saw a pint of Jim Beam for $17. I was like, I'll buy it for like $8. This is more than double.
I mean, in Michigan, I think Newports are like $11 a pack.
You can get a pint of Johnny Walker Black for about $22.
Whew.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. You get a pint of Fireball for $17.
Yeah, that's about right for Disney.
Captain Morgan was $20, I think, a little more expensive.
So, did you do any of the Star Wars stuff on your trip?
We did the launch tour. That was pretty good. It's a 3D ride where you're smuggling a rebel through. It's one of those stationary rides where you get on and the thing moves, but it doesn't actually move from its like point of location. It's not like an actual ride. The best ride we went on there was the Tower of Terror. Don't go to Disney for rides unless you're like obscenely obese, because you can get on everything there. I mean, the seat belts are more forgiving than the ones in my car. Which is something I'd never experienced at an amusement park before. Like, you weigh a $150, you can't get on some shit at the local amusement parks around here. But no, they had a couple of interesting rides, but there was one called the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, which is really cool. It's like Drop Zone or the Power Towers.
yeah.
It takes you on a little tour where they do, and there's so much 3D shit there, which is really cool. But no, it's literally somewhere you walk around and buy shit. They got a place called Disney Springs. It's a city that's a mall.
Oh, so like Mall of America and
No, it's bigger than Mall of America. No, this is a literal city that is a mall. It's bigger than some towns I've been in.
I probably haven't been to Disney since like '98, so
I don't think Disney Springs existed in '98. There's an M&M store there where you can get any color or variety of M&M. There's a Lego store there where you can customize minifigs and get a bunch of rare sets and shit.
So you could get a 5-pound bag of like blue M&Ms.
Yeah, for $18 a pound.
Because apparently, if you eat enough blue M&Ms, it can turn your skin blue.
Really?
That's what I've seen. and I will only eat blue M&Ms, and I've been
I was
doing
going to
this for
say
the
you have
past,
a homework. You have a homework assignment now, Eric. Get to Florida.
I've been doing this for like a decade, only eating blue M&Ms, and I still haven't turned blue yet.
Well, you
So,
can order them off the website. You know that, right?
no.
Well, what you need to do, Aaron, is you need to order the colloidal silver dipped blue M&Ms.
Dude, I've been using colloidal silver since I was like 12. It doesn't turn you blue unless you like
It actually,
and
it
You
hold
gotta shove
on,
it up your ass.
and unless you drink like a bottle a day for like several
You gotta-
years, it's not going
You
to
got to
turn you
boost the
blue.
colloidal silver, Eric.
you're clearly only taking rookie numbers.
You
Yeah,
mean
you
I'm
got to
taking
boost the colloidal silver.
you mean I'm taking the recommended effective dose?
Yes.
You got to boof it.
Yeah, clearly you
All
need
right,
to
so-
lose your fucking mind and just
So church.
So next week I'll turn my camera on and I'll boof some colloidal silver live on show.
So church. Before we go into the other horrors that Aaron has for us, what was your opinion of diss tracks that Kendrick Lamar threw down on Drake?
Actually, I don't have an opinion on the diss tracks themselves. What I have an opinion on is I am convinced that all three of these rappers and most lyrical rappers these days have the same ghostwriter who is a fucking scholarly master's degree person who knows hold on. They're so scholarly and they know so much about physics and mathematics and English language and pop culture and everything, because I have a hard time believing that after some of the idiotic shit these people do in public, that they're smart enough to come up with some of the brilliant ass lyrics they have.
Like, you understand the whole thing about the A minor lyric, right?
Yes, I do. But I also was going back in Kendrick Lamar's catalog and I listened to that track that he did with Pusha T, where he did a quad entendre about pushing coke or pushing crack.
That's
So,
good.
I mean, the lyricism in some of these songs just doesn't like you listen to Lil Wayne, right? And Lil Wayne, his lyrics sound like he wrote, like he came up with them, because he doesn't write lyrics. And they're still good, and you could tell it all came from him, but it's not like a bunch of scholarly bullshit. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Like, there was a Bleach reference in one of the diss tracks.
Right. And I don't believe that Kendrick Lamar has time to watch Bleach.
Well, no, it wasn't even a reference from Bleach the anime. It was a reference from Bleach the manga.
Oh yeah, no. See, I definitely know he's not reading. I'm sorry, that was rude of me. But
That was a little rude, but that's okay.
Well, I mean, according to the New York
But
governor,
was it
black people
wrong?
can't use computers. So,
But I do appreciate J. Cole's position in this whole thing. What's come out is
Fuck it, I'm
literally
out.
the meme of, you know what? I'm just gonna get out of the way of what's happening. I'm just gonna do my thing and
Yeah, I'm
let
going to the
y'all
beach.
sort yourself.
I'm going to the beach. Fuck these motherfuckers. Now, I follow a comedian by the name of Cam Patterson. I don't know if you're familiar with him.
I'm not.
Ayrton, pull up a short of Cam Patterson from Kill Tony. Just anyone will do. Actually, you know what? Pull up the one about crackheads.
give me a second.
Let me know when you got that queued up. But this guy did a joke about how he'd been talking to a girl since he gained a little bit of notoriety from Kill Tony. Are you guys familiar with what Kill Tony is?
Yeah.
I'm not.
Kill
Not
Tony is a
offhand.
comedy. It's a comedy show that's run out of Joe Rogan's Comedy Club by a guy named Tony Heathcliff.
How they make crackheads? That one?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Hold on.
But Tony Heathcliff is a subtle but funny motherfucker, and he's good friends with Joe Rogan.
His roasting is some of the best, like off
Yeah.
the cuff roasting.
Him and David Lucas going back and forth is some of. I could watch that shit for hours.
So some some like background for you guys. Tony, actually, he was one of the main writers for all the Comedy Central roasts for the non-comedians for the past like 20 years.
Yeah.
Is kind of where he got famous. Anyway, so I got this up. We'll play this real quick.
I've only seen 6 other black people since I've been here, and they've all been crackheads. And one of them saw me, he got happy, said, "Oh shit, another one." He was like, "Nephew, come here, nephew. I want to show you something around this corner, nephew. Follow me." And I didn't want to follow him around the corner because I knew he was gonna blow crack dust in my face. And if y'all did not know, that's how you make crackheads. Welcome to the club, nigga. You live outside forever now.
So, Ayrton, I think it's time.
Well, hold on. I was following this. I've been following this comedian since his first appearance on Kill Tony because he's fucking hilarious. And he did a set about how he'd been talking to this girl for a long time now, and things are going really well. Until the other day, he saw that Drake had followed her on Instagram. And he said, "Well, that's over. There's nothing I can do now because it's a lose-lose situation. She's either going to pick Drake or she's going to stay with me, and I know this bitch makes bad decisions."
I mean that's a strong argument.
I've been enjoying that. I can never remember the dude's name.
Casey Rocket.
Yeah, Casey Rocket. Dude,
Casey Rocket's fucking amazing.
Dude, great. I gotta keep moving. Make sure Putin doesn't get a lock on me for his.
All I've had to eat today is the boiled eggs, 3 of those plastic babies from the Mardi Gras cakes.
I got a picture of Grimace at the fall of the Berlin Wall. Anyways, so I have either so Food with Fee, the cake is a lie. She made a cake from Portal. Or I have Stuffy Bunny eating 24 cupcakes went seriously wrong after I ate.
Let's go with the cake is a lie. That's more entertaining to me. Stuffy Bunny is just sad.
Oh, you missed unless you watched it. What we watched of her yesterday, last week.
I am morbidly curious how, quote, eating the cupcakes went wrong.
All right,
I don't want to know.
You're the tiebreaker.
No, but I kind of want to know.
Let's see the cupcakes then. Let's see the cupcakes.
God damn it!
All right, let's go.
Stuffy Bunny. I'm gonna be having 24 cupcakes. I love cupcakes. So, yeah.
Oh Jesus!
Really?
Those are huge.
We didn't know you loved cupcakes.
Oh, she's eating the wrapper.
Hold up. Let's just pause here for a second.
Can we get a chirp? Can we get a ceiling chirp?
There you go.
I cannot even complain because there is no other description for this bullshit but chirp.
No, man, commit, bitch. Eat the paper.
Do you guys
like you like the
skin off
spread
your
of the rock?
McDoubles?
I don't know. It's the best tasting part. You get the extra pieces of cheese attached to it.
That's how you get fiber.
But
I feel my blood clotting looking at Stuffy Bunny.
This is what I was talking about, though. She should just commit and eat the paper. It's kind of like when you put a cigarette in your mouth backwards and light the filter. You just have to smoke it down to the tobacco.
Hey, do you know the difference between, or the similarity, I should say, between smoking a cigarette and eating pussy? The taste changes when you get to the butt.
Oh yeah, very, very good, very good. I've heard that before, but I forgot it.
Hold up. What? No. No, no, don't do it.
No,
No.
no,
You're
God,
supposed to drink
no.
milk, not soda.
I think we're about to see what went horribly wrong here real soon.
Yeah.
Well,
Not as
Oh, it's
horribly
diet
wrong
too. It's diet. It's diet soda, boys.
Oh.
This order's the left side of the menu on a small diet Coke at McDonald's.
not as horribly wrong as playing the ASMR in slow motion, which I still do for people in real life because it's so funny.
All right. How long is this video? We could probably skip ahead a little bit,
We could do it like at double speed.
or 1.5 at least.
Yeah, I'll speed it up.
We might get the other video in this way.
I mean, you're on your phone. We got time. There ain't no rush, but I understand because I do not. In
I have to
fact,
go to
want
work
watch
tomorrow, Rune, and I've had maybe
I
14 hours of sleep in the last 7 days.
and I do not, in fact, want to watch this woman eat 24 cupcakes. I want to see the disaster. I don't want to watch the build-up.
You don't want to watch her eat 24 cupcakes, go and give a thumbs up every third bite.
Yeah,
Rune's
no.
like, I don't want the fucking, just give me the baby.
I mean, I'd have to save it because she would eat it.
You got to watch out for Casey Rocket if you have a baby.
it's so good. It's very sweet.
Is it so good?
It's sweet. A cupcake is sweet. Thank you.
Good to know. Never would have guessed it. Yep.
Oh God, this is a horrible
Oh.
Skip ahead a little bit.
Oh no, it's not diet. Okay. My faith is
No,
restored a little bit.
It's just Pepsi Max.
Cherry Pepsi. It looks like. And that's like one of those 1.5 liter bottles.
God, stop moaning, you gross bitch. Jesus fuck. It's just a cupcake. Calm down.
No, Ayrton. This is the closest thing she gets to sex these days.
It's actually so hot in here. What?
Yeah, it's hot in there because you're a fat bitch.
I'm getting to summer and it's pushing.
Oh, man. Think about the smell because they don't have fucking air conditioning in the UK.
Oh, that's right, they don't. Do you think it just smells like butter?
Oh yeah. Stop turning me on, Ayrton.
God, stop moaning. Fuck.
Dude, you have to remember, this is not for you. This is for her degenerate fans who want to hear her moan while eating.
Rune, I'm going to explain something to you about mukbang viewers. They're not fans. They're waiting for you to die on film.
I just love how the majority of
I
her
stand
head
by
is
what I
cut off
said.
from-
They're degenerate fans. If you're
Okay,
like,
where does it
no,
go?
guys, I can't come hang out today. I have to go watch some bitch die on the internet. You are a degenerate fan.
It's true.
Did she just stand
Where
up to
does it go
fart?
wrong? No, she stood up to show us her stomach. You know?
And it released gas.
Yeah, kind of like a pressure release valve.
6, 7, 8, 9. This is my ninth. Ooh, my ninth cupcake.
Not even halfway there.
Come on, skill issue. You can do better than that. Come on, Stuffy.
I appreciate how you've gone
the
from
refrigerator.
you're a fat
Get-
bitch talking about to like talking supportively, like you could do it. This is conflicted.
We believe in you.
Go to the refrigerator, get the marshmallow fluff, make cupcake sandwiches, and take them 2 at a time.
We
Yeah, come on.
believe in the you that believes that this is a good idea.
I mean, yeah, she could be a fat bitch, but I can still believe in her that she can eat 24 cupcakes. Like, come on, Rune. Those aren't mutually exclusive now.
It's like some
I
Naruto
do have
style
one more
bullshit.
thing after this food nonsense. But we'll see if we can get through both.
Oh, come on. Where does it go seriously wrong?
Probably near the end.
Oh my god. I'm so not No,
She's not even through 12 yet, boys.
Keep going.
And we're almost done with the video.
And it's the carbonation that's dragging her down.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I love how she goes through the effort to like do her
Yeah, I think
makeup,
it's definitely reacting.
even though you can't actually see it in the video. Come on, I want her to shit herself so bad. That would be amazing.
Oh.
See, we're back
All
to
that-
talking about you being a degenerate.
Okay, all this sugar and carbonation, like, come on, she has to shit herself. That would be so funny.
No, it's going to be like one of those volcano science experiments in school.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
but out of her butthole.
Oh dear. Oh.
Hold on, we need to go back.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh dear.
Oh, listen.
Oh.
She had to release the gas pressure so she could eat more.
All right. Let's go. We got 30 seconds left. Come on.
Sir.
That was 12 cupcakes. Whew. Let's have the rest. It will be on Patreon. So have a look at the link in the description.
Oh, you fucking
Oh,
bitch. How did that go seriously wrong? You farted once. You cunt. You goddamn bitch.
Oh, it looks like it's in the title. It looks like it's in the title. After I ate the... Scroll down. Look at the full title.
It's just after I ate the ...
Oh, yeah, the wrapper. It's clickbait.
So let's pull up
fucking bitch.
The Cake is Alive church.
You gotta fucking pre-screen your content, man. You gotta know what you're talking about.
I mean, it's not like
I
you're talking
didn't know
about some wintergreen snuff.
Yeah, I did pre-screen the Redneck Gaming guy. I watched that beforehand. But
Stand power. I don't know what that post was, but welcome back to Food with Feet on the Truly Imagination Entertainment channel. As you know, my name's Feet, and I cook food sometimes. Back at it again.
she cooks food. That's.
I mean,
Church, out of all the videos I've showed you, does she actually cook food?
No. She desecrates food. Eric, you probably recognize what that sound is.
I do.
Beautiful cooking recipes for your viewing pleasure and learning pleasure. If you're actually someone who follows my recipes, which
learn what? How to fail at cooking?
Salute you, because
Wait, she just said if you could follow my videos, I salute you.
Lord knows I'm inconsistent. But that's not the important thing today. The important thing is that we are making a cake. And whilst you might be thinking, Fiona, you make a lot of cakes. Like, why? Why would you do this? Why do you make so many goddamn cakes? My answer
Especially
is
cakes that aren't good.
I like cake. And I mean, it's good. However, this is a very special type of cake. A cake that some people might even call a lie. We are in fact making Black Forest cake from the video game Portal. The lovely cake that
Oh,
GLaDOS promises
Jesus
us.
Christ, no.
I would have appreciated it more if she was making a cheesecake. It's actually a pie.
But anyway,
Well,
I love
for the
cheesecake.
boring stuff,
Because that cake is actually a lie. It's a pie.
finally get your apron fixed.
Well, no. Church, have you
Oh,
heard
the
about
cake is a
this
pie.
cake?
That would have been a great title.
So, Church, have you heard about the turducken of cakes?
So what you're saying is
So now
we
that
should.
I finally got this damn apron on.
Hold on, Rune. Whatever you're saying is not as important as what Larry just said. Talk to me, Larry.
So what you do, right, is you make a cheesecake. Then you put a pie around the cheesecake. Then you put a cake around the pie.
Half a pound or 2 sticks of unsalted butter. 3/4 teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of baking powder, 2 teaspoons of baking soda, 2 cups of granulated.
I just turned into Wilford fucking Brimley.
Church is masturbating so hard right now to that.
So that is the ingredients for your
And obviously you serve.
They had to stop rolling cigarettes so I could use both hands.
And with our instructions. Starting with our oven. We're going to start it at 350 degrees, as one does when they're baking. And so the first thing you want to do is line 2 8-inch cake pans with a circle of parchment paper. Now, luckily, I've discovered this thing that exists in the world. It's one of my greatest, baking finds. It's these beautiful, beautiful little baking parchment papers. They come in a circle, and you basically just lay them down flat in a well, you basically just lay them down flat in a circular baking sheet, and they come with these little strips. And basically, what those do is
basically,
the proper way to use parchment paper for those at home is to roll out a piece about as big as your baking apparatus. Form it to the outside of the dish you're using, and that shapes it so that it actually fits inside, as opposed to having all these creases and whatnot where your batter will fall apart when you.
But Zoomers can't even read cursive, so how can you expect them to use?
That's kind of a myth. As a graphic designer, we all know about script fonts, and script fonts are basically cursive. So, I mean, they have a little bit of problem with the Z's and R's
it's more
and
accurate
shit.
to say Zoomers can't. It's
Read?
more accurate to say Zoomers can't write cursive.
No, I literally saw
I can write
a thing on Twitter. I saw a thing on Twitter today. It said "Cry harder, Zoomers" written in cursive, and somebody commented saying like "LOL, cry harder, boomers." And I cropped that part out and showed it to my coworker who is a Zoomer, and said like, "What does this say?" And she said, and she read it as "Cry harder, boomer."
Right, but that reinforces what I just said. Like the Z and the R will fuck you up a little bit, but for the most part, cursive is decipherable as a language as long as it's written fairly well. What fucks people up is the handwriting portion of cursive, because we all have that grandmother that hastily writes in cursive, and it looks like somebody just kind of took a shotgun full of paint and fired it at a piece of paper.
You're
And you have to like turn it sideways to figure out what the fuck she's trying to say, even though she's so sweet and she means well, and there was $5 in the letter, even though you're 36 years old.
I have to
you know I work a full-time job, right? Rune, that's a different statement depending on the context. You better take that back.
I mean, anytime I get a card from my grandmother that writes like that, I have to like hold it up to a window with like the sun coming through at the right angle to be able to decipher.
Right. Summon the fucking crossroads demon, sell
Yeah.
your soul for the ability to read it.
Yeah, I have one of those. I have one of those like amulets. It's the staff of Ra from Raiders of
Yeah.
the Lost Ark. that I have
Ovaltine
to put-
decoder ring, all of that.
Yeah, I have to put it at the right level so like the sun
Just remember
shines
to-
through and like
Summon
reveals
the fucking
actual
phantom.
letters. Yeah.
What, Ryan?
Look, just remember to take back one Kadan for the Christian God.
So saith, so it shall be done.
You can reach in and grab the cake a lot easier than it would be. So if you're ever looking for like a baking hack, these parchment things, these are amazing. I love them. I use them every time I've made cake.
I'll never buy them, thank you.
What we're gonna start with is our dry ingredients. So any of our powders.
I'm just gonna do the opposite of everything you say. People are gonna start paying her to not use their products.
Into a large bowl. Move that. And I also want to give a warm welcome.
You'll
So we
notice
have a
I'm not
sponsorship
using
on this
Arm & Hammer
video.
baking soda
Yeah,
because it's too good.
These pre-cut baking sheets we don't use anymore because they gave us $2,500 to not use them.
Welcome, because I really should talk about this before like we get going, because it is kind of the elephant in the room. This beauty. I would like to give a warm welcome to my newest, most beautiful piece of cooking and baking machinery, Tiffany.
Oh yeah, that's gonna help.
Stand mixer.
Probably don't even have the right fucking attachments.
I love that series. The Chucky series is my favorite one of my favorite horror series by far.
Wait, their attachments come with
hilarious,
it?
It's campy. It's amazing. I love it, and I love Tiffany.
Yeah.
She's my favorite character.
You get your second hand.
Great stand mixer. She's beautiful. I love her. I've wanted one of these for years, and I finally acquired one somehow. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, people. But did you know?
Wait, did she steal it? She acquired it somehow? Like what? Did you just wander into some other person's house and just take it home with you? What do you mean you acquired
Her
it
last Tinder hookup with a pastry chef, and she just fucking stole it in the night.
Know that people with guilty consciences are more easily startled by loud.
We get to use it to cream butter, which is my favorite thing in the world. That clap was screaming.
Wait, she probably stole
let's
it
get on
from
with what we're
Dark
actually supposed
Gift.
to be doing. Dry ingredients. We're gonna start with the flour because flour is the devil.
Ayrton, your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to have this bitch bake something and Stuffy Bunny to eat it. You gotta get a collab.
That is a
I mean,
quest
I'm in
worthy of
these
renown.
I'm in these people's Discord, by the way. I've been in it for like 8 months.
You gotta make them collab. I want Stuffy Bunny to be eating this Black Forest cake by the end of the week.
Sam, if you're watching this and you laugh, why would I be surprised? So anyway, 1,
Why isn't she putting it in the mixing bowl?
2, 3.
Ayrton, it's like a cold plunge before the shower.
What?
You bathe before you bathe.
4. There we go.
What are we,
That is 4
European?
cups of all-purpose flour.
I'm not. Are you a fan?
Not at the moment, no.
That's not the best with names, but doesn't matter. All right, now we're going to add. If I can find my measuring spoon. There it is. We need a teaspoon of baking powder and 2 teaspoons of baking soda. So here's our baking powder. I have an ungodly amount of this. Teaspoon, teaspoon, or regular teaspoon, teaspoon. There we go.
So, do you guys remember that video of the Down syndrome guys cooking that I showed you?
Yeah.
The wooden spoon thing. I feel like they're better at this than she is.
I believe that is a true thing.
1 teaspoon of baking powder. Okay. And then 2 teaspoons of baking soda. So we need 2 teaspoons of that. There we go. And then And cocoa powder. Third cup of cocoa powder. Wonderful. I believe I have one of those. A third cup of cocoa powder. Wonderful. I get it open. Cocoa powder open.
She had to read way too. Wait. She had to read way too hard on the spoon she's using to fill the actual measuring spoon. Did you guys catch that?
I did.
What?
I did.
Here, I'll go back.
I get it open.
Can you hear me, by the way?
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Okay.
Like she sits here reading the little spoon for way too long just to use it to fill the other one. Like she was trying to do the math in her head.
Quick, somebody get her Kendrick Lamar's Ghost Rider. He knows the ingredients.
And again, why is it in the mixing bowl that goes on the fucking stand mixer?
All right, so that's our dry ingredients together. Next is cream, butter, and sugar in a bowl of a stand mixer. I love it. I love that I have one now. She's beautiful, and I love her.
Do you think she uses the stand mixer to masturbate?
Enjoy it. Oh god. Anyway.
Like she puts a dildo attachment on it?
2 sticks of butter, unsalted butter, unfortunately. No, salted butter.
No, because the mixers for the show.
Unfortunately, we must use
It'd
the
be cause of cross contamination.
2 things of butter. Alright. And sugar. We need sugar. How much sugar? Where the fuck is it? 2 cups of granulated sugar. Wonderful. I have granulated sugar, which is great, but I'm not going to use this granulated sugar. Is that granulated sugar for like tea shit? I'm going to use this.
Wait, then why'd you have the other sugar out and like on your set if you weren't going to use it?
Because return.
Sorry, I got you a minute.
Also, at the 11th hour, with 10 minutes till end of show, roughly, I have been given a third-party rumor from a friend of mine, and I am absolutely not surprised.
Oh?
Yeah, apparently Henry Cavill is threatening to walk from the 40K series that he is a producer of.
Huh. Sounds about right.
Because guess what?
It's
Amazon, who made Rings of Power, keeps wanting to try and push shit.
Well, no, they're the ones that were responsible for the female custody situation.
Well, here's the thing, though. He's got to quit throwing his weight around because he's just going to stop being given any kind of pull.
No,
I
know.
This is the only time he's thrown his weight around.
Yeah,
he did the same thing with The Witcher, and he dictated the way.
Try and do it with The Witcher?
No, he didn't.
No.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
He didn't pull rank at the end, but he left. But he pulled rank to get the show the way he wanted it in the beginning.
He didn't pull rank.
He didn't.
They
pull
just
rank.
had a conversation, and
that was
part of the collaborative process of making the show. They decided his way was better.
Yeah,
But the women who are in charge decided later that they didn't like a man telling them how to do things.
What they did in The Witcher is they fucked him after giving him a contract.
No, that's what contracts are designed to do, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this is a deeper conversation, and I don't want to distract from the beautiful stupidity that we're watching. Because this is, in fact, a problem that goes as far back as at least 2016, possibly older.
Rune, this is a problem that goes back to the beginning of animation.
You don't know what specific. You don't know what specific problem I'm referring to. So it's I'm talking about a very specific thing.
I was talking about the contract.
Yeah, let's get to the heart of how she's gonna mess up this cake.
I mean, she's already done it several times, and
Smelly garbage.
Is that orange juice? Oh no.
Buttermilk. Mr. Potter. Welcome to Snick's Baking.
No, but there are oranges on the table. Or no, those are eggs. Never mind. I thought those were candies for a minute.
Yeah, she's gonna crack open those oranges and throw in the slices.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if she did.
Would it surprise you?
I mean, no.
Hold up. That's a lot of fucking oil. Is that right?
It's a Black Forest cake. That's not far off.
Okay.
Have you ever had one?
I don't know.
They are.
It's the most moist cake you ever see.
Yeah. And it has to be because they're super dense.
Yeah, except for like a poke cake, but a poke cake is moist for different reasons. They also look like they've been nutted on.
Is it moist because your mother made it?
No, Ayrton. It's moist because my mother didn't make it. That bitch is drier than a fucking Sahara.
I mean, my mother makes the driest cakes because she's dead.
Alright, so that's our batter thoroughly mixed. Gonna move this over. And now that this is done, the only thing that's really left on this page is pour batter into prepared round cake pans. Bake for 30 to 40 minutes until toothpick comes out clean. Let cool in pans until remove the knife offset spatula, which is great. Which means you can close this for now.
No.
Yes, close
No.
the cookbook. Stop reading it.
Never close the cookbook. Not until everything is in the fucking oven.
Oh shit! I'm just gonna wash this off.
Even then, leave it open so you can make sure you're cooking it for the proper time.
I mean, this is why I write down notes. I fucking pay attention.
She's trying to figure out how to get the bowl off the mixer.
I'm also going to dust the sides of cocoa butter.
You turn it, bitch. You turn it counterclockwise. And it pulls right up.
To be fair, and I am not retarded, but to be fair, I would struggle with the mixer a bit. My mom had the standing mixer.
Extra doubt. He's on this show.
What? X to doubt that I'm retarded, or X to doubt that I would struggle with a stand mixer?
Yeah.
Cause no, I struggled with my mom's standing mixer. It can be a bitch.
Alright.
Yeah, but your mom's standing mixer was probably old and probably stuck.
No, she actually had a really nice new one.
We're gonna let them in for 4 minutes.
The thing is at the same time,
After these minutes.
any problems you have in the kitchen are exacerbated by being retarded.
And we're back. Really
That's the thing.
We need to get on this shit. But we're gonna start with our black cherries. Okay. And basically what we're gonna do.
Wait, black cherries come in a can? Or is that a Canadian thing, like their milk comes in a bag?
Oh,
they come in a can.
speaking of Canadians, there were several Canadians that I met at Disney, and they all hate Justin Trudeau as much as we do. So
They do.
that gave me hope.
Yeah, a lot of Canadians do.
Even if they come in a can, it is another one of those things where fresh is better. And frankly, fresh is not that expensive. Just buy the fucking berries.
Fresh fruit in a cake typically doesn't work that well, believe it or not. You want the syrup from the can because it adds moisture.
I mean, sure, but then again, they have a super moist cake with lots of oil in it. You might not want that moisture. You might end up with a soggy cake.
Again, Black Forest cake, you want as much moisture as you can get. All of it. You probably want to pee on the cake when it comes out.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
She's probably going to squirt on the cake when it's done. That's
I mean,
gonna be
that's an
icing.
entirely that's a Rumble exclusive, and that's an entirely different audience. That's her OnlyFans.
We gotta get Stuffy Bunny in on this.
No, Stuffy Bunny will squirt while eating the cake. This bitch is gonna squirt on the cake before anybody eats it.
Whoa.
Can we not make Larry throw up?
Larry just threw up in his mouth a little bit.
Just remember, if you guys really want to know whether squirt is pee or not, just have her eat asparagus beforehand.
No, shut up.
Now, if you're wondering,
Or pineapple, alternatively.
making a goopy cherry filling because that's what you're supposed to do with black forest cake. It's getting very thick, so we're going to turn off the heat because it's very thick now.
She wants a thick filling. You hear that, Larry?
Mhm.
Much like the game Portal does. So you know what? This is honestly painfully accurate. Anyway. So now that we've got a giant amount of crap, we have to start on our whipping cream for the top and also the center. So we're going to start with 2 cups of whipping cream, the type of cream you use. We're going to put that in our bowl. Yes. There we go.
Why did you dirty a measuring cup if you needed just the amount that was in the container?
Because she's so stupid, she doesn't realize that 16 ounces is 2 cups.
Our whipping cream.
See, most people, can do those conversions in their head, but
Math is hard.
1 tablespoon of granulated sugar.
Also, if you don't have, for the people at home, if you don't have a measuring cup, most standard coffee cups are about 8 ounces if you fill them to the top of the handle.
So I'm gonna do a little secret thing that I've always done.
Yeah.
For all my
Good to know.
Canadian viewers.
Yeah. They hold 10 ounces, but that's like filling them to the viscous brim, where it like almost bubbles over, but doesn't.
It was a show about a kid who was really small.
You know what I'm talking about? Where you fill it and it's got a little bulge, it doesn't spill. That's about 10 ounces. But if you fill it to the top of the handle, which is a cup of coffee, about 8 ounces.
Oh, good to know.
That's why they call it a cup of coffee. It is a volumetric cup.
So we can whip it good, as they say. If I can find my instructions manual.
They don't.
Don't you fucking lie and act like you've listened to Devo, bitch.
It's like Zoomers with their Nirvana shirts.
Here we are back in baking hell with our ganache making for our black forest cake, even though it's not really a black forest cake. Add a cup of heavy cream to your.
Wait, then what is it? What are you baking?
I mean,
If you're
she
not,
doesn't fucking know.
And we're gonna let that sit until it starts simmering, and then we're gonna put half a cup of chocolate chips in there. So yeah, we're gonna do that. What a joyous day it is to be making.
Oh, she's making the frosting, the icing.
Wait till the very last minute to do this.
Yeah.
Only the sort of last minute to do this. With everything and cherries and whipped cream and
Is she
ganache.
tempering the chocolate chips, or is she using non-tempered chocolate?
They're gonna baklava, so while we wait for that, I'm gonna go baklava.
Because you know that affects the consistency of the overall.
all I know is she's eating a baklava for some reason while she's making an icing.
Why is she eating a face mask?
No, a baklava, not a balaclava.
Same thing.
What's the difference?
What's the difference is one is worn by Irish people when they want to visit you with a bomb. The other one is eaten by Greek people.
Yeah, but Greeks are gay.
They actually have Turkish baklava.
I would not be surprised.
No, they do. It's have more nuts.
There was a pizza joint around here that was run by a couple of Greek people. It was the best pizza I ever ate, and they made the best baklava in town. It was weird. You could go in and you could get cannoli or baklava for dessert.
I started this at 5 o'clock.
I mean, that sounds legit.
I was gonna put something here, but in all honesty, I don't know what the fuck to put. I was gonna put some really long monologue by GLaDOS, but I honestly don't have the time to be sifting through hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of footage for something that might in fact get copyright claimed. I don't know if there's copyright on a video game character's voice,
Oh
but
god,
you
that,
never
that
fucking
cake
know.
looks so ragged.
Recording this at 12 at night for your viewing pleasure, or I guess listening pleasure, because this is a
What the fuck did
Wait.
you do to it?
Wait, is that her mom trying to tell her that she's fucking it up?
It's 4 inches tall.
no
That
copyright on a
cake
video
is
game
4
character's
inches tall.
voice, but you never fucking know. So here I am. recording
I'm
this
just
at 12
saying,
at
look at
night
how
for your
ragged it looks on the edges.
That's her mom, isn't it? Like sitting there going, "You
Wrong
dumb,
with
You dumb bitch! What are you doing to this cake?
It's got to be. But the thing is, that cake should be double that size. She made two. She made 2 pans of cake. They should have both risen to about 4 inches tall. It should be an
here's
8-inch
the
cake.
thing. Here's the thing. First of all, she clearly didn't fill it in evenly. One cake is sufficiently larger than the other. Secondly, I think, assuming she didn't drag them out of the pan like a fucking savage, I think she cut one or both of them in half to create more filling.
Yeah, it
You're
looks like
viewing
she
pleasure,
cut him in
or I
half,
guess listening
but
pleasure.
Well,
not
that's
well.
normal. You're supposed to cut them in half, but the thing is,
I'm doing this so that
it
way
should
there's
be
something for you to
taller.
listen to instead of just watching me make up the cake in pure silence.
What is
Because that would be real
happening?
boring now, wouldn't it?
She's putting
Oh,
on the
God.
icing,
I don't
and it's
really
way
know.
too fucking thick, is what she's
This is a
doing.
surprisingly
No, it's
good
just it's a
recording
4-inch tall
actually
cake.
sounds
The
like
cake's not as
GLaDOS
tall as a
mildly.
dollar bill.
That's not even an attempt by me. I'm
Because
just
I don't
exhausted
think
because
she
I've been
cooked it
editing this
long
video
enough,
for 2
because
hours.
it clearly
I do
did
enjoy
not
this,
raise.
but it's still
No, she
very
probably didn't do the
exhausting.
leavening agents correctly.
It looks like a brown piece of shit
What?
with
What?
cherries on it.
Showing? Oh well, never mind. I'm not going to ask that question. We'll be here.
I mean, technically, the cake is a lie.
Yay! Yippee! Yippee! Yippee!
Yeah, the lie is that she tried to make a cake.
You know what would make this video just over the top, and I would immediately subscribe to this channel?
What?
Anyway,
Is if the redhead?
That pose right there. Hold on.
No, if the redhead that we suspect is her mother ran in, grabbed the cake, and threw it out that fucking window.
but not this pause right here.
No, man. I mean, she's trying to have titties, but she doesn't.
Anyway,
Also, what the fuck are those earrings?
that is
I want to punch her in the face.
Those are giant fuzzy dice.
I want to punch her in the face for wearing them. Or hang her from my rearview mirror, just her head.
Look, some people believe that
Or
you
both.
need. Some people believe you need jewelry and costuming to make yourself have a personality.
But it worked. Oh yeah, that's all that matters. And I hope you
Now,
guys
other
enjoy.
people know that wild shapers are the best thieves in D&D.
If you are enjoying my content or you find this interesting, please do that.
I disagree, Church. The best thief in the D&D is a barbarian.
We are going to be starting some new.
Let me posit this to you, Larry. I'm gonna put my hand on something and wild shape into a bear, absorbing it into my mask. Who's gonna fuck with me and tell me I can't have it?
Oh, one of these days I'm gonna sit down and actually watch their podcast on this channel just to see what it's about. Hopefully, it's as bad as I hope it is.
Ayrton,
Yes.
Church needs to get some sleep so he can go to work.
Me too.
And I need to sleep.
Well, I do have one final piece of content that I wanted to share.
Okay.
I started reading a book on vacation because there was a lot of driving involved, and I wasn't doing something. So, you guys remember my diatribe about Dungeon Crawler Carl, correct?
Yes.
Indeed.
Well, the author of Dungeon Crawler Carl has a somehow more horrific book called Kaiju Battlefield Surgeon.
Okay.
So the premise is this artist is kidnapped and thrown into a VR game and has roughly 6 months to live because he can't exit the game on his own. So he has to beat the game so he can wake up. Well, the game is there are a bunch of kaiju, 22 to be exact, and they have to fight off a demon horde invasion. But before they can do that, you have to heal them by going inside of them, killing parasitic infections. You have to go in their buttholes. There is a scene in this book where they do something called amplification, which is a religious ritual where one of the characters is strung up, paralyzed, and every appendage he has, every appendage is sliced in half with a laser knife
and he's folded into a flower.
No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die.
Oh no, they keep you alive for this.
Oh, lovely.
That mention every appendage.
Yes.
He has the main character has a worm as a pet that he can ride and tunnel into the ground with. That calls him daddy.
Is it the kind of worm that ate part of RFK Jr.'s head?
Yes, yes,
Oh,
it is. It's called a hookworm.
You know, from now on, if I ever get asked the question, would you still love me if I was a worm? My answer is going to be, that depends. Are you the kind of worm that eats a politician's brain? Because if so, then yes.
In Dungeon Crawler Carl, they call that a Valte.
Ah.
Anyway, I will enthrall you all with more tales of Kaiju Battlefield Surgeon. That was just a little preview of one of the fucking many horrible things in this book. We'll get further into it next week once I'm finished with it.
Hell yeah.
So get us the fuck out of here, Eric.
Good night, everybody.
Go dip some snuff.
I fucking hate you so much.
That was perfect.
We're still up.
Hit the unbutton, Larry. God damn it.
I got it.